watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack. Stay tuned.
I'm at one of my favorite stops in Richmond, Kentucky, just to kind of take a break. Get away from the sound of the engine. I don't think that takes away from my truckerness. I like that sound, but I also like the sound of being quiet sometimes. Alright, the quiet is gone. The birds chirping and all of that. Now we have pure rugged trucking sounds. Air horns, air brakes, Cummins engines, wind, four-wheelers yelling. There used to be a Bob Evans right there, and they took it out and put in a Panda Express. Still have quite a crosswind. If you look at those stoplights straight ahead, you can see how they're blowing the stoplights, the street lights, really crooked. That's what it's doing to my tractor. You know, I'm getting a lot of messages that say, why do you drive a truck that's always broken down? And then I think to myself, wait a minute, my truck, in the past 10 years that I've been driving it, almost 10 years, 1,300,000 miles, just about. She's had 3 major breakdowns. One being my Jacksonville breakdown. When I first got it, took it to Freightliner. They didn't know what they were doing. It took them a few days. They finally got it fixed. It was all EGR stuff. That was major because it took them so long. And then number 2, crisis in Albuquerque, and that was the blown head gasket. Number 2. Number 3, my turbo a few weeks ago, and that wasn't really a major towing breakdown, hysteria and all that. I took it in and I wanted a turbo put in. The problem with that was the service was not good. So that's 3 breakdowns in that many miles and that many years is not a lot of breakdowns. Now, some of you who are not, I'll call you professional truckers, are the ones that start that chorus. Oh, that truck always breaks down. Well, the reason you think that is because I always show little things like tires, a differential, leak, things that happen to a truck in that many miles. That's not considered a breakdown. Maintenance, you have to do maintenance to maintain a truck when it's on the road this much. Even the turbo, I don't consider to be a major thing. It's a major expensive thing, but it's still part of. Turbos go out on Peterbilts. Turbos go out on Kenworths. I have friends that have trucks that are in the shop a lot more than Old Red for major stuff. So the reason you think that possibly is because when I take it to a TA or wherever, you're seeing the truck in the shop, so your mind's saying, oh, he's broken down again, when I'm just showing you that, I do a lot of maintenance to the truck to keep it up, whether it's a small thing or a large thing. So I know there's a lot of Volvo haters out there, but in all my years of trucking, she has been a good truck. So I really can't complain. You guys can if you want, but I can't. And I won't. I will complain about service. If someone lets us down in the service area, you'll hear the complaint from me, but overall, Old Red has been a good truck, and I just pray that she holds up another 1,000,000 miles. Well, we made it to Corbin, Kentucky. It's a nice day here, and it's not even really that hot as long as the wind's blowing. One more thing regarding the breakdowns. If you have a truck, I don't care what brand it is, Freightliner, Kenworth, Peterbilt, that's never had a breakdown, put that, comment about it. That's what part of this show is about, us all communicating about our trucks, right? And I was sincere when I said I don't know of more than 3 breakdowns with Old Red that I've had. So if you have a Peterbilt that's never broken down, let us know. Put it in the comments. That I'm not being snarky. I would like to know that, and so would the audience. So that's the last comment about that, unless I think of something else. But Corbin, Kentucky, about ready to go get some dinner.
How do we get out?
Right that way. We are in Greenville, Tennessee. It's a beautiful morning for trucking. And we're about 23 miles from our delivery. Which will take about 20 minutes. We had a fine ride out of Corbin, Kentucky this morning. No problems, no issues. It's currently 64 degrees here in Tennessee. Thanks for riding along with me. I'm Indiana Jack as we continue our trip on into Kingsport, Tennessee shortly. This is the place, but they only have one dock, and that trailer is not going to be moved till this afternoon. So I'm stranded here. I'm going to have to go somewhere else. This is just a one-lane road. And then come back. He says he's going to move that trailer, and then they'll unload me. So a perfect delivery becoming not so perfect. So we have to move somewhere and go somewhere and do something just to get off this road. All right, there's a Walmart 6 miles from here, so other than that there isn't really any place to go. It's not really a trucking town. It kind of is. There's a lot of chemicals around here, but we might as well go to a Walmart. And they have a, something to eat there too. It's lunchtime, so. The broker is going to call them and try to get them to move us up. Because see, now this is a Friday. If I don't get this offloaded today, I'll be stranded here for the whole weekend. Then I would not be so happy. Then there would not be an ounce of happiness in me. If I had to spend the weekend at a Walmart. I can't think of wanting to do that, but this looks like the road to grandmother's house we go. Old Red knows the way to carry the sleigh. There is a place to turn around right there, I guess. Although we don't have to turn around right now. And when we come back, we're going to be wanting to face the opposite direction, so that's good. All right, we should be good here. If a manager doesn't come out of the store yelling at us, or if a bunch of four-wheelers don't come and park around us, we should be okay. Hopefully it won't be too long. These people that take these orders, the people in the office, they don't realize there's a human on the other end of these. There's actually more than just me, but there's other people that have something to do with these deliveries, and when they don't make an appointment or something they're supposed to do, it hurts us. So here we wait. They'll probably pay, a detention or something. So But until we find that out, we can't really complain about it. We'll just go in there and get a sandwich and wait here until they call us. I love those self checkout lanes. You don't have to deal with a human. You can just scan it and go. I did grab a Subway sandwich, and I got one for you guys, so there will be no complaining. I will do all the complaining for you. This is the best sandwich I've ever had from Subway. The bread is so fresh. It tastes like it just came out of a bakery. We made a right choice coming here to this Subway at Walmart. Thank you, Walmart manager, for letting us park here. Okay, we just got the call. They've cleared that trailer out of there supposedly, so let's go over there and try to get backed in there to that One Dock Wonder. All right, here's the goal. That's the building right there. We have to back in that door right there, just one door. So we're going to be coming this way. We pull in here, pull up, and then back right in there. We're going to be watching for, of course, this corner, and watching it so we don't run off this side, because it's a little bit deep over here on that side. So that's our goal. Let's get going. Okay, we got a bunch of people coming here. What we're going to do is just pull in there first. And kind of get staged. And we'll put on our flashers now to let the people know behind us that we're stopping. It doesn't mean that they'll know what that means, but if you're a four-wheeler and not accustomed to trucking, whenever a truck has its four-ways on it, it means it's doing something odd or backing up or something. And we will go across the street. And they're, in theory, going to come out here and stop the traffic. In theory. And we're off the road. Well, let's see. if you're a factory owner, don't ever get a building like this, for heaven's sake. Flashers on, and let's try to hit the mailbox. And jackknife. And this is where the faith part comes. Alright, I've got this paper in my hand. You know what that means. We're all done here in Kingston, Virginia. Thanks for riding along with me. Like they say, trucking is really an adventure. I'm Indiana Jack, and thanks for riding along with me. We'll see you the next time.